we good to go?
Should be.
Get it.
Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and in this video, okay, I'll restart it. You doing all right?
Sorry, I got a triple. Sorry, I got too excited over that, man. I was like, 4 arrows, like, let's go.
4 arrows. Stop the video. Stop the video.
Yeah, it's too
That
excited.
happened, yes.
Hey,
That's
what's up? This
hilarious.
is Chosen, and in this video, going to be joined by my good friends and teammates, Darth, Micro, DM, and Veiled Shah. How we doing today, boys?
Another day.
Triple over here. I'm doing pretty well.
Yeah, there we go. Round 2, take 2 of recording here, and Veiled's getting at least one of us is getting good drops, so that's exciting. But I wanted to do a video talking about this hotfix that we have seen. Well, not really hotfix, but a change to the way XP farming is working, and this new mechanic that is making it harder to I don't know, but like farm XP lazily, I guess you could call it, by this like poison nerf that shows up that is gonna make it harder to survive, and give people some context on that and talk about if we like it, dislike it, if it's good, bad for the game, and all of that type of stuff. So Veil, why don't you go ahead and kick us off with exactly kind of what it is and your first impressions of it.
I actually noticed this the other day because I was just sitting there. I felt like I was paying attention to the screen, and then there's this big poison explosion underneath my feet, and I just die. Like in 3 seconds, it just takes you down for insane amounts of HP. And let's be honest, guys, I spent a lot of time on the ship. I freaking never have seen this before, so definitely something new that is actually starting to hurt, and definitely messes you up if you're standing around and farming in the ship.
Yep, go ahead, Darth.
I think it's mostly the fix auto clickers. So like we have a spoon fix already. Like 10 minutes alone of basic attacking in a row, logs you out basically, or stops you basic attacking, you die. This has been gotten around by people just using like macros basically, like body, like using like an auto clicker built into BlueStacks or whatever, and alternating the time on it. So my take on it is they fixed spooning, which was like immediately accessible for anyone that literally just owns a fucking spoon. And now they're trying to probably deal with the body side of things, which from my understanding can get kind of bad pretty quickly with the body.
Yeah, we've all seen, I'll be like farming here in the ship, and I'll come into the cabin down here, and I'll literally see someone here botting. Like, it happens all the time. I mean, we always post it like in our Discord and stuff, like, oh, look, so-and-so is botting again, and you can just see someone standing here very clearly macroing and doing the same exact rotation of abilities for 45 minutes straight. Like, so, yeah, it's very obvious when someone's not actually playing. I think it's a step in the right direction, honestly. So if you aren't familiar with Diablo 2, they have something called terror zones, where different zones in the Diablo world will get an XP buff and it rotates. I think that's pretty cool. Like that kind of forces people to go around the different areas. So it'd be like Biofen is 300% XP for the next hour, and then it's the cemetery, and then it's the realm of damnation, and it constantly rotates to keep people kind of shifting around. Do you think something like that would be cool to get people to shift and play differently, or?
I'll let Phil go first on this one.
Oh yeah, I actually, as someone who would play the game actively, that would be fun to me. Because like one of the most fun things about these games, specifically about Diablo, is that it is an MMO, and like I don't feel like I don't feel that way when I'm playing the game. Like I'll see maybe 3 people around. West March feels a little bit different, but I think that, prioritizing certain areas, you'll have a large group of people there, and that's a bad thing and a good thing. You might be like, oh, well, they're taking my farm or whatever. I just think it'd be a fun, you got a lot of people mobbing some giant group or giant boss. I think it'd be a fun mechanic, to be honest.
I think that what it proves for me is when you have a large amount of people in one area, you have to have a ton of mobs. I don't know if their servers can do it, because when you see the week or the daily like noon boss that shows up and everyone goes and fights the boss for the DPS race and all that, you basically get no experience from that because there's so many people in the zone. So in order to do that, they would have to have the capability to like flood an area with a shitload of monsters, which I would like. Personally, I would like that. I think that would be enjoyable to have, like, you know, I mean, kind of like we have with the endless mode, right? Like a horde of minions. I think the problem is the endless mode probably should have been what we're talking about, which is like the endless mode should, in my opinion, be the best way to farm experience. That's what I would think, because then it's like, it's the new content, it's warband activity, you can do it with 1 to 8 people. There's no reason for these minions not to drop legendary items, in my own personal opinion, considering the invocations were originally, as far as the patch notes were going, were only supposed to be dropping from warband stuff anyway, but now they basically don't. So there's a lot of stuff that I'm very confused about in terms of how they've decided to actually implement it. And in my personal opinion, I think they just need to add better experience to the game modes that there already is. Like, we could add more game modes, but I think we have enough things to do. I just think the rewards are not substantial enough.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that sentiment. Endless mode is a really cool idea in the warband activity. I know we were just talking about that a little bit on your channel, but yeah, no, some of the stuff is really close. I was mainly just, you know, talking about because they keep trying to get this XP stuff right. Like, obviously when the game launched and you have the spooning and the people just holding down primary fire for hours on end. And then you have some people saying, like, well, it's not against the terms of service, because you could technically sit there and watch TV with your thumb on the attack button for 6 hours, and like, what's the difference? So it's always been a hot topic, and you know, ends up coming out that it's not within the realm of how Blizzard wants the game to be played, so it's against the rules, so we're not going to do it, and we're going to tell everybody not to do it because you don't want to risk anything. And then we got the people doing macros, so now they have to, it's like a constant chess game. It's like the people that want to abuse something make a move, and then Blizzard makes a move, and then they make a move, and then they make a move. So it's like now they add this poison effect to kind of stop you from getting around the holding down a button for hours on end.
Yeah, I'm surprised they added it, personally. I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
go ahead, Veiled.
I was gonna say, to me, this is kind of like a little bit of a tangent, but it's so weird how Blizzard prioritizes some things over others. I don't know what's going through their brain, but I completely agree. I never would have guessed that they're just adding some random poison explosion at my feet, and I still have invisible people hitting me in my Rite of Exile. But you know, I just had to slip that one in there.
Well, it probably comes down to which one's easier. Like,
That's true.
adding something to the game might be a little bit different than like diagnosing a bug and getting it corrected. They could just throw that in there and add it really quick. But I mean, do they deserve credit for doing that? Like, at least they're trying. Like, at least they're trying to correct an issue in the game and stop botting and stuff. I wish they would be a little bit more transparent about it. I wish they would clarify things and maybe prioritize the bugs. But do they deserve at least a little bit of credit for that?
I don't think it's anything wrong. Like, I'm not mad about it. You know what I mean? Like, if they wanted to add that into the game, it's fine. My concern when it comes to things that, like, I don't like, it has to do with other updates. I don't think that this update in particular is one that I'm going to be angry about. I mean, they're trying to fight bots, they're trying to fight spooners and stuff like that. I'm okay with all that. Like, I don't want cheaters in the game either. So for me, I'm fine with it. Like, I don't really see it as a problem.
Yep. Nope. I'm fine with it too. I'm trying to get it to happen here live on video, because I know you guys can't see, but I'm farming the ship and I'm trying to stay reasonably stationary. From my experience trying to get it to proc yesterday, it was seeming like it's somewhere between like 5 and 10 minutes. Where if you're like super stationary, all of a sudden the way it works, it looked like to me a bunch of like poison minions spawn at your feet, like blobs. Like some of those, you guys ever play Valheim? Those poison blobs in the sea, or the dark sea. It's almost like that, where those things spawn and then they blow up and poison, and you just they do like 1,000,000 DPS, right?
So I haven't experienced it myself, because it's new and I'm only actively farming, so I haven't actually seen the poison blow up on anybody yet.
Yeah, to me, the blobs can happen on some other monsters. It's more of just like a random poison field that pops up from what I've seen. Maybe they gave it to a certain elite monster in that area because they knew that ship farming specifically. So that was something that I'm curious about, is that if you go and you do, let's say, library, or you go and do like the Shasar Sea kind of AFK spot, if you go and do any of those, if they have kind of the same mechanics, or if it's just they notice that we're farming the ship, so they drop some random ancient elite in there, like that's gonna one-shot you or something. Like, I wonder.
They're monitoring the veiled shot. Check this spot out videos. They're checking them out.
Well, it's not
yeah.
only in the ship, right? I mean, it's pretty much everywhere. Like, isn't this a global thing that happens?
It's
now?
supposed to
not
be,
really.
yeah. Yep.
Because that was the part I'm like, yo, if they nerf literally just the ship, now I really don't understand what's happening.
So
Because-
I don't know. As far as I know, there was no like public bug fix, which is a whole nother thing. There's no like public bug fix. I don't know. Maybe you guys have seen something that I haven't, but I've not experienced any other farming besides ship farming and like realm farming. The realm, you're running in a circle, right? So like that won't really apply there. But I've not experienced any stationary farms outside of ships. I don't know if any other spot has it.
Yeah, it's going to take a little bit of
idea.
testing because we don't know the definition of what's stationary. Like, because in Realm of Damnation, when you're running in that little circle, like, I mean, it's a very small radius. It doesn't, you're not really like traveling a long distance. Like, does that count as stationary, or do you have to be like within, you know, 10 yards for like 10 minutes? Like, we don't know the exact parameters of how it works. I've definitely seen it happen though, and I've seen it happen when I'm actively playing. Like yesterday, I was watching the Green Bay game, and I was on my couch farming XP farming during the game, and I had it happen twice. So I've definitely seen this like poison effect kill me. And it did kill me both times. It popped up and just roasted me down. And I was trying to get it to happen here while we're talking. And we've been talking for like, you know, 11, 12 minutes and it hasn't happened yet. So I did move around a little bit though. But yeah, it's going to take some further testing to figure out exactly how it's functioning.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be just for bothers and stuff. They're holding still for the majority of the time. And again, like, I think that's totally fine. Like, I don't really think it's that big of a deal. I'm more upset by the other actual content that got added to the game than like the bug fixes and nerfs
for
to
sure.
the cheaters.
For sure.
Yeah, to take a more empathetic approach, I guess. Like, even this, like, why not just tell us that you're doing it? You know, like, I just wish they would tell us. Like, man, I'm just such a hopeless romantic, I guess. I just want them to tell us, like, I like the game. Like,
Just communicate. Come on, baby. Just
tell me
communicate.
about the game. Like, please. Oh, I don't know, man.
Yeah, we just I'll link down to Darth's channel. We just recorded a collab as well, talking about some of the other stuff we were frustrated with from the patch and the warband stuff and all that. But just for some of you that you know, farm XP in the ship and other places, I wanted to get a video here on the channel talking about this mechanic because it does exist out there. It looks like it takes 15 or 20 minutes based on this video here and me being mostly stationary. But beware if you randomly die while you're farming XP and you're doing it in a semi-stationary fashion, that's probably the poison pool that is getting you. Oh my goodness, I have a double drop. Look at that. That's a perfect spot. Perfect spot to end the video. Veiled got a 4 arrow. I got a double drop, and we're good to go. So thanks for joining me. I appreciate your guys' time. Is there anything either of you wanted to say on the way out?
Nope. I think we are pretty much all on the same page. It's not really a big deal. Probably for the best to get rid of bots, and we all don't want to play with cheaters anyway. So, just kind of a random topic. Have you guys noticed how many cheating is going on in like all these different games? There's like cheating in Call of Duty,
it's insane.
There's cheating in poker, there's cheating in fucking fishing. I mean, there's cheating in like what is
Chess.
going on with the world right now? Diablo Immortal just had its cheater drama. Chess, you're right. Chess is cheater drama. Like everyone's got cheater drama right now, bro. Something going on with the world.
Well, it's just technology is getting so good that it's so easy to cheat, and the software and the stuff is so small and easy to conceal, and smartphones and everything, and yeah, it's going to be a problem, and everyone's going to be looking for that angle, whether it's poker to make money or chess to win tournaments and get notoriety. There's gonna need to be a massive ramp up in the policing of some of this stuff.
I mean, even the dude who like used, I know this is way off topic, but even the dude who was like fishing, like just literally stuffed lead weights and other fish down a fish. It's like, bro, the tech's pretty low for those guys, but the balls on some of these people that cheat, it's like,
yeah, I wasn't even aware of that one. I was aware of the Hans Magnus Carlsen drama. And
you gotta look up the fishing cheating one.
I'm gonna
It's the
have to look
funniest
that
thing
up,
of all
yeah.
time. They find a guy during the tournament who literally stuffed lead weights into his fish. Like, I actually fished in a bass tournament once, and those people take that shit fucking serious. So I don't know how he walked out not in a body bag, especially when he had like stolen $300,000 basically from winning previous ones. Stuff.
That's
anyway,
insane.
no, it's like actually crazy.
To even try that, like you would think they're obviously gonna look for that, but yeah, that's crazy.
Well, they did, and he got caught, and he almost didn't make it out of there alive. People were not happy.
That is insane. Yeah, I didn't know about that one. Yeah, you could
the
almost.
people that made it to the end of the video, go watch the fish.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go look up the fish. Yeah, that's crazy.
Go Google fish. See what
This is
comes
Diablo. This is Diablo Immortal Life. We farm XP and we talk about random stuff. This is like a Discord conversation we have every night.
It's literally ship farming in real life.
Yep.
I don't know what to
That's
say.
yep. Okay, cool. Well, I appreciate you guys, and I will link to Veiled Shot and Darth's channels down below. They're two of the best doing it in Diablo Immortal, so definitely check out their stuff as well. So thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Hold on.
Oh wait.
everything's
Oh wait. I got it to happen. I got it to happen. It was right when we quit recording.
Of course.
I recorded it. I added it. And then the buff went away. Oh, okay. Cool.